Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're doing an episode in our legendary Mortal Empire's Queek campaign. Just making sure we're rolling there. There we go. Okay. I don't know where we were. Okay, yes. We're going to come down there and fight vampire counts first up.
Untrusted worm, poison after.
Magic resist or missile resist, I think. Oh, we need to get assassinate, I remember now. Concealment bomb's actually okay. If we're getting in trouble, we can run back and just like concealment bomb, I think. Hold on, let me see. Does he come with a concealment bomb anyways? What's the point in this? I thought he had this in fights anyways. Okay, let's get assassinate and see if he just naturally has concealment bombs. So I thought that he had those anyways, but okay. Another thing with these guys is they are immune to psychology. So they aren't affected by fear and terror, which is important. Whereas these guys can be terrorized. Now they have pretty high leadership, especially once we get into combat. Queek has all kinds of modifiers that give him extra. Because he's killed so many things. Yeah, everybody's going to get +7. Buster, Empire Counts Destroyer. Yeah, so he's going to hand out some pretty decent leadership, and then of course he's got the Inspiring Presence bonus and all that stuff. So that's important versus Vampire Counts though, because they have almost everything causes fear, and a lot of stuff will cause terror, or at least some stuff will cause terror. Okay, but we should be able to just go ahead and knock him out. Now, if there's another 20-stack dwarf army here, that could be a problem, but...
Die!
Oh.
Ask another.
Okay, well, this will be interesting. Okay, so we do get to fight these guys, and then we're going to have to fight potentially another army right here. Now, all these guys are level 20, so if we get wiped, you know, it's not the end of the campaign or anything. Should have scouted first. Should have scouted first with the assassin. Maybe if I took the assassin out, though, I wouldn't be able to rejoin for this fight, probably. Okay, so these are really pretty difficult to deal with. 75% physical resist. Sort of. I mean, these are magical damage, so these will actually shatter those if we hit them. And then these are also magical damage. So, actually, the physical resist is not a big deal. It would be if I was just fighting with Storm Vermin, but they have enough magical stuff where it's not an issue. Queek does magical damage, this guy does magical damage. So yeah, we're pretty well equipped to deal with physical resist stuff. These guys have really low melee attack and defense, really high weapon damage and piercing. Undead in general have pretty low melee attack on all their units. So we need to try to pick these off if we can. They do cause terror too, which is an issue. These are very scary. Hell Pit Abominations should be able to crush them. What does this do? Reduce power recharge rate. Okay, that's pretty rough. And then Vigor Mortis. Okay, so we need to try to pick those off. These are kind of annoying because they do have a lot of poison. But we should be able to do it.
Who dares challenge me?
These things are fast moving, so most of their stuff is fairly fast moving. I think over here is probably the best. These bats are going to be annoying too.
Our tail's yours.
Imagine the horses are going to probably come over this way. That's the shortest distance, so. We need to try to win this as cleanly as we can, because we're going to have to fight another 20 stack right after this. Oops.
Guide us, Horned One.
Ooh. Let's have a bit more range. Okay, I guess we can just start firing on him. Have to move up just a little bit here.
Warp cannon lighting.
I remember having to be this close before. Feels pretty close. These guys may not even be able to shoot down that line. That hill might block them. Yeah, let's just go ahead and rotate over here. Is this range reduced or something? It feels like... It feels really close compared to... Okay, there we go. Alright.
Charge! Plague priest! Scarlet! Unleash your hell! Move, move! Melt of clay! Advance covers! Play no fuzz! Queek wants this! Now, yes! Start the story!
No, no fire at will, no fire at will.
Nuts! Kill! Kill! Rocky Duchess! Good! Excellent, sir! Quick, quick! Now, now! Boom, boom!
Okay, good. Family feud. I don't know what family feud is, but okay. Yeah, we took care of business in that one.
Yes, yes! Queek always wins! Enslave! Queek master owner! Sacrifice to the 13!
That could give me
Kill
one more
slave things, yes,
Warp
yes.
Lightning Cannon if I do that, which is be pretty nice.
Sacrifice to the 13!
I mean, I would like the money also, but
Yes, yes. Slaves work, then die.
yeah, just because I know we're about
Yes,
to
yes.
fight another battle here in a second. Actually did not give us the extra.
kill when get chance.
I don't want to do hinder replenishment to them. I just don't want to win like that. Although it is interesting. Damage walls is an interesting option, but might just do spread corruption.
My win. Nothing to do with you.
There we go.
Move your tails!
So they can fight me next turn, or I'm going to replenish everything.
Ask another.
We should be able to zap that Vargulf out. Vargulf is pretty dangerous, but he's a little on the dangerous side. But Queek, okay, he's probably on his thing here. Wake in the Grave. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so he gets 3 units of Graveyard for 10 magic each. All right. Okay, so he's like on the chair, whatever it is. So we've got to take him down. There's a lot of missile resist. Ooh, those are scary. But I think we can, if we just put our Hell Pit Abominations on him, I think we can take him. That squad is definitely a little bit scary.
Mighty warrior champion.
But I think we can still beat him.
Guide us, Horned One.
I mean, if we wanted to,
Keep Gracie's scum away.
we could dash up here to reinforce.
I'm deadly.
I think I can come up here to mess with Galbaraz.
King of Mehekara.
Okay, they've got some interesting stuff going on here.
You are not. I only parley with those who.
56. He keeps gaining more and more territory. Okay. I want to bait them into trying to fight me here so we can kill him. Use this guy to come up here and kill these dwarfs, probably.
Where next now?
Keep in mind, this lord is not nearly as strong as the other ones because I don't have as many of the lord's skills. You gotta take it easy on him. A wizard's not nearly as strong. I can summon the Vermintide stuff, but I don't have Plague, I don't have... Plague's a big one. I do have Blessed with build Vermintide. That's kind of the biggest deal.
What? Horned One command. You cannot ask this of me.
What's going on in this public order? Characters, events, whatever.
I think not.
I didn't see where that other squad went.
Futile.
So, yeah, man, that's a pretty good little unit. Could pop over right here. All of this is within my domain.
We are brave, mighty.
I get 3 uses of burrow under here for free. And that would still let me replenish. Now, they might double team me if I do that, but I think we can beat them even if they double team. Like I said, they might send more people to dash in to reinforce this. But I would get to fight them in the underway, and I will get 3 free units. Oh, give me the thing, give me the thing. I really want to save this for one. I'm probably going to siege them within the next 13 turns, though. Okay, we'll go ahead and do this. Just in case something... we end up having to fight some crazy battle. I think this does what was 40% armor piercing damage, so in theory we could also use this on the artillery, or we can use this on a lot of different units, anyone that would have heavy armor piercing damage. But we can use it on the artillery when we first start firing as well. That's kind of the main, one of the main draws of it. Okay, let's see here. That place is good. Okay, 2 turns, we get that bad boy. Okay. Yep. Could go ahead and get this up to tier 5 if we really wanted to. Is expensive. We are gonna need another plague priest. I think I'll just wait on that. If I'm gonna make a tier 5, I want it to be in a new location, probably around here. I mean, I could make this tier 5, but I'm kind of waiting to see how this goes. I think we'll hold off on that for now. A little bit of turn, a little bit of time there. Okay. Good, we looked at all this stuff.
What?
These guys had enough yet?
You come bearing arms. Is it war?
I mean, I have way better stuff to do than mess with them, so that would stop them from messing with me on my ports if I could get it.
No!
They might eventually see it our way. Okay, everything else is fine. Text, I'm still working on record of recipes.
Nothing to do with you.
Getting pretty close to plans within plans. Okay. Could potentially have a couple good fights. I mean, they could run in with like another like 12 stack or something maybe if they dash, because they had another one like floating around here. Oh, they're gonna run for it, huh? Look at these cowards. They don't even want any. You wanna come at me? Come on, Helmengorst. You can do it. I'm just a poor little rat sitting over here. I got scared. I'm like, oh, he just slaughtered our other 20 stack. We ain't having that. They're learning. I'm just some poor little rats. I'm only strength 8 on the map. Please, auto-resolve says I have a 20% chance. I might be able to hit him from here.
Great warlord!
Yes, I can.
All tales are mine.
Y'all should have,
Most masterful of masters.
should have taken me up on it in the first place. You could have fought me underground. Maybe they just didn't want to fight me underground.
9.
Okay, so there's a good looking fight.
Never.
These guys are kind of trolling. How strong are they?
Refuse.
Okay, they're okay.
Guide us, horned
I think
one.
this guy should be able to match him, though.
What?
Okay, let's go ahead and fight the dwarfs first.
Stop gouge!
I love the Skaven so much because they... Oh, I didn't even get the ambush. Okay. They saw the ambush, but in general, one of the cool things is because of the... Okay, so I'm going to get 2. Is 2 enough? So I do not have an ambush on this one. I think we don't need any more of these. Really need food. That kind of makes the Skaven almost like a horde faction with this food mechanic and the fact that you just really have to run around and kill a bunch of stuff to keep feeding yourself. Because every town requires more food. Belegar's gonna be tough. I'm just trying to think if I can get away with only running 2 menace from below. I mean, they're not, frankly, they're not gonna hurt the dwarves. The dwarves have so much armor. Like, these things are just not gonna do anything. It's just dealing with the organ gun and just serving up as some fodder. It doesn't really stall them out that long. If you notice, when I put the clan rats in front of them, the clan rats are so scared because they're completely surrounded that they run away in like 3 seconds or something. So it only stalls them out for 5 or 10 seconds, maybe for like 2 more volleys of artillery. Which is nice, but... Okay, I think we can do it without him. They only have one piece of artillery. They have one gyrocopter. Those Bugman Rangers are a problem. But the assassin should be able to get around to their backside. Okay, we're definitely gambling that. There's their organ gun. I think can only fire up to like there. Okay, so we need to focus fire out the organ gun for sure.
What? They crack.
Make sure we have a clean shot at it. I think they need a clean line of sight too, or a clean line shot.
More lightning cannon.
Sure. Oh yeah, that's way in range. Okay, we can back up a little bit more then. I want to be like max range. See, this feels like this is way further range than it was in the previous map, but maybe I'm just making that up. I'm not sure that's going to capture everybody.
Now, ready now. What orders? Warlock engineer.
Okay, this should be fine.
Death runners. Countess command.
These guys get spotted, I can always concealment bomb.
Ready for the Vermintide.
We need to be really far back so we stay away from that organ gun. He does not have... We need him on their lord with, Okay, so their lord is like way over here. Okay, put him over here then.
Clan pestilence. Warlock engineer. Contracts out. Warlock. Captain's command.
Do the clan wars for a little bit, apparently. These are still hidden, technically. They haven't spotted these. They still have the eyeball on them. But they're reacting like they see them. I think sometimes they kind of cheat on the stealth a little bit. So whatever, that's fine. There's some bugmans.
Channeled and charged. Spell casting.
I'm killing a bunch of my own people with the, Guys, I said to stop firing. I guess they're just gonna keep firing. I think I bombed a lot of my own people on those, Where is he? Here, right here. Where's Belegar? This is him, right? Yeah, there he is.
What? Attack! Attack!
Kill all the characters that we can.
Guide us onward. Spell must not be out. Hungry for battle. Rocky Dadas. Bloods will flow.
The range on this guy is great. Kill this dude?
Death runners. Our tail's yours.
Alright, we're killing Belegar. I'm gonna put him in the hospital for a few turns. He'll be back, but we're gonna take some of his items.
Should we run? Flee?
Oh, I don't even have him highlighted. That's awkward.
Don't stop. Silent kill killer. Law of past the land.
Put poison on him to slow him down so they can't run. Oh, hi.
Death runners. Eat bite.
Is this guy gonna make it out? Might make it. That little debuff there is the armor shred, the 50% armor shred. Alright. With artillery, like, dwarves just cannot handle artillery. They're just too slow. I just let the gyrocopter pound on me. Yeah, I don't have an answer for him, but there's only like one of them, so... I mean... I could have used these guys. I didn't even use these guys in this fight, I don't think. I killed 0. I could have used them to soften up the hammers, probably, a little bit, but...
Another victory. Praise me.
These are getting very close to getting rank 7, but for the bonus. I just can't get them to kill things.
All inferior weak to Mimi.
Wait, how'd he get to run? Oh, because it wasn't an ambush? Nice. Weird thing sacrifice. Okay.
Victory. Now eat swallow defeated.
Take me some against I'm gonna do a ward save here.
Great victory.
What are we getting here? Blastmaster, I think. Eugenicalists are good, but we have Storm Vermin that are high ranked, not yet. These guys are not super close to it.
Trust him for now.
This Blastmaster.
He will live or die.
scouting. We just need more stuff. Do we get any more like cool weapons or anything?
Too weak to betray.
No.
I am greatest warlord. Yes, yes.
I could have put beard thing on him to keep the other thing on the other person, but whatever. We need casting items, yo.
Stinks like a grave here.
Some magic resist on him.
A stiff tail.
Don't think so.
This army's basically done. I don't think they can kill anything, so...
The end of the door. This is coming.
Let me run over here a little bit. Get some scouting. Do I have it scouted? Okay, sweet. Faction-wide, 1 public order. Hall of Oaths. I think that's a normal building. Rune Forge. Herder's Guild. Now, that has pastures too, which is amazing. That'll give me 4 or 5 more food.
Victory! Now eat swallow defeated.
Is that legit all I get for carrot cake beast? No, it's got to be something crazy that I get for this. Okay, I assume that chaos and all this other crazy stuff is gonna... It has to be triggered on this or something, because there's no way it's like 200 turns. Like, usually chaos is out by turns like 60 or 70 at the latest. I've seen chaos out on the map as early as like turn 35 or 30 or something like that in my Empire campaign, which is crazy. This kind of does make me want to play some Empire. Dang. Maybe I'll play some Empire. We'll see. I really like playing Empire. They're a lot of fun. But they're like rated as like easy on Mortal Empires. And I always want to play the hardest stuff. I know I still need to do a High Elves thing, but man, I just like Empire. Like, there's just so many cool units. They have like steam tanks, they have all sorts of artillery, great swords, many different kinds of cav, many different kinds of wizards. A bunch of different missile infantry units, a bunch of different like normal infantry units. Like, there's just so many different things, like different. I see, because they have like, I mean, they might have the biggest selection of any faction in terms of like just raw units. You've got the Flaming Knights from Tabelheim. You've got the normal Empire Knights. You've got the Demigriffs with halberds and spears. Those are basically the same thing. I don't count those as different. So that's, and you've got the Reichsguard. Those are 4 different kinds of like cav. They're interesting. You've got, so that's 4 cav. You've got mortars. You've got great cannons. You've got like, I forgot what it's not organ gun. Hellfire volley blaster, I think. That's 3. There might even be another artillery. I can't remember. You've got siege tank. That's like 4 different kinds of big siege engine things. You've got the militia people. You've got flagellants. You have spear infantry. You have halberd infantry. You have just your standard swordsman infantry. You've got your great swords. I mean, that's like 6 different kinds of infantry. You have wizards of almost every single school of magic in the game. Not every single one, like 6 different schools of magic or something crazy. You know, there's so much. There's so much variety to what they can do. And almost all of their units are viable. Like, there's not really a unit where you're just like, man, that sucks. I'm never going to get that unit. It's just not worth it. And almost every faction has stuff like that. Almost everything's viable in certain circumstances, so. Anyways. Okay, so there's not an army there right now. I think we can burrow under and make a move on it next turn if they don't send an army there right now. Now I've already killed like 2 or 3 20 stacks in here. Do I just take this? Or do I scout first?
Keep Gracia scum away.
Let's scout first a little bit here.
Nice runner.
Where did he go?
Miss Camper scurry.
Is he trying to ambush me? I mean, the Skaven, almost all of their units are good. Now, the Night Runner stuff, not so hot. All these different, there are like 4 different shades of Night Runner. Don't like those. But everything else is pretty legit. Especially the tier 5 stuff. Greenskins have a pretty cool amount of stuff too, but Empire, it's hard to beat that variety. They're just mostly like, they're very expensive and they don't have a lot of growth. And so it's just really hard to build up your towns to get to tier 5 to get all the stuff. Okay, so I might be walking into an ambush here. Where did he go? Oh, he's right there.
Attack! Attack!
Queek fight it all.
I want to get the assassin experience there, and I want the extra 10% for sack.
I refuse.
Okay. It does look really cool on the campaign map. I mean, vampire accounts have quite a bit of cool stuff too. The problem is, its melee attack is just so low.
And the next Death Master.
I feel like vampire accounts, like the necromancer, should actually be able to summon stuff. That's the one thing. It's just like, why can the Skaven, you know, with their plague priest, why can I summon all these crazy units, but we don't have a necromancer that can summon a bunch of zombies or skeletons or something? I mean, they do have some spells where they can summon like a couple of units, but it's nowhere near the amount that the Skaven can pull up. Necromancer should be the summoning unit. Oh, hold on. Can I not? It's not gonna let me in there. Because I'm on the bridge or something? Oh. Okay, whatever. We'll just do it without him. I want to give him some experience.
Fight Queek!
Gouger is ready.
Find trinkets for Clan Moors.
Send minions. Find treasure warps.
I'm not sure if I had enough movement to do it or not. Talisman of protection. Okay.
Death missing. I got killed.
Steel tech, block army, wound. I think just augmented weapon. I mean, maybe there's a world where I want upgrade death frenzy. It's way too expensive. Howling warp gale is pretty expensive. Well, 5 is not that much, honestly. Tear something up for 14 seconds and just let my dudes go at him. Sure. Yeah, if I get the dragon to sit still for 14 seconds and just lob like death globes at him or something, I think we can maybe, that can help us out.
I refuse.
Now I'm curious, will they be able to dash down and like double attack me? Interesting. interesting to think about. Okay, we did get a port. Though there's no point in sacking the port, I guess, because I would just have to repair it anyways. Definitely want to level this up. Okay. Now what do we do with this guy? Well, they could actually triple attack me if they brought this up, brought this down, and then attacked with this. That might be pretty difficult to deal with. If that's the case, so I just dash up here to reinforce. If I do that, though... If I do that, though, then they might just run down here and take me out. I think just chilling right here for now is probably okay. Sort of see what they do.
My command!
Let me go ahead and give these guys some...
He will live or die.
Didn't I get some stuff off that last one? I don't remember what it was. Talisman. Yeah, sure. Okay, so we might have a 60 on 20 here, potentially. We might be able to win that, honestly, because they can only come at me, like, one group at a time. But I don't know if they have enough movement for everybody to, like, dash and get on this shore, pretty much, and then him to attack me. They might do that, though.
I'll have your soul.
Is everybody here level 20? Everybody's level 20. It would suck because I would have to, you know, rebuild this whole army. But I do have a backup army that could deal with some stuff.
Guide us, Horned One.
We do have a lot of cash, so it would be fun to do a 60 on 20. I've won those before, but it's very, very difficult, obviously. So we'll hold him there for now. Quick effect
I'm not content.
Fine. That's got me wanting to play Empire now. I always get talking about some of these factions that I really like, or vampire counts. The thing about vampire counts is like you have to wait on the corruption to spread, so they start off pretty slow. You have to get a couple of techs, and then get a couple of heroes to really get that vampiric corruption going. Or on Legendary, the public order just is out of control, terrible, and your money is really bad early on because your money buildings are trash, and you can't trade with anybody a lot of times because everybody hates you. It's really weird that they're partnered with Dwarves. Technically, everybody hates you. You have to wait to spread corruption, so you can't really leave your main, like, couple of provinces early on. But once you get going, they are pretty fun. They do have a lot of nice regeneration magic and some pretty cool units. Vampires are some of the strongest, some of the strongest heroes in the game. They can fight, they have good magic, they have regeneration, lots of regeneration. They're pretty good. I wish they would buff the stats on a couple of their units. They do feel a little underpowered after some of the nerfs. Blood Knights are cool, but like the Cairn Wraiths should be a bit stronger. Like, there's no reason that a tier 4 infantry should have like 20 melee attack. That's ridiculous. Like, I know they're difficult to kill and everything, but I think you could get away with giving them like at least 30, or an upgrade to give you like more melee attack. I don't know. There's just not enough buffs for them, and they seem like a really cool, like, unit. Boo, they didn't want to come at me. No, they're all gonna just huddle up. May not even need this plague.
Bless with faith.
Ow. Huh.
I will not. Ask another.
So they think that I won't come at them, or they just don't understand that I can run that far? I mean, this guy can't do it. Maybe that's what they're thinking. They're just not thinking Queek's gonna come out there. There's no way I can hit this on the first turn. I would have to, like, come in through the port here. Why do I have vision of this? Oh, because I own a port or something?
Had limits. My influence is weak.
I agree with that. Chaos Tombblade. Resurrects dead combatants. Replenishes hit points of combatants. Heals. Oh, that's just... Huh. They've given him, like, new stuff. Okay, so he just constantly heals people around him. That's pretty cool. -1 cost. Yes, they have changed around the Vampire Council a bit here. What's a magic? Resist. Corruption. That's pretty good. Cloak of Mist and Shadows. 75% physical resist and Strider. And he does magical damage. Huh. Okay, well it seems like he's relevant. I mean, he used to be a joke, like one of the worst legendary lords in the game.
Begone.
Ungrim's running for his life. What do we got over here?
Do not mock me.
Oh, Big Papa's here. Okay.
Never.
Some pretty elite looking squads there. Not like insane, but pretty good. These are some very high ranking Vargulfs. They have regeneration, pretty good health. This is probably the scariest looking one. Oh. Maybe, I don't know. There's a couple of good looking armies there. Definitely have a couple of good fights here. Now this is just the
I'm a
DQ
good lord,
army.
not some smash.
Yeah. In theory, we should be able to burrow under. And then next turn, just siege him and fight him. I mean, that garrison's not nearly as insane as I thought it would be. I thought this thing was going to be, like, freaking loaded up. It's like the best stuff you could think of. But they don't have the defense, the garrison defense thing. Okay, well, we'll figure that out next episode. Next episode's going to be fun. We're going to start off, I was just going to do one, but I just can't do one. It's getting so excited. I really, really want to take care of Cape Peaks. We'll go for it next episode, and then we'll kill the Vampire Count's army right off the bat next episode. So stay tuned. It's getting hot. It's going to be interesting. I may have talked myself into starting an Empire campaign. I can't. Well, they did push back the due date. I'm just trying to think. I would need to finish the campaign by Britannia Thrones, which is like May 3rd or something. So as of right now, when I'm shooting this, that would be like 3 weeks ish. Because I can't record like 2 different campaigns per day, like maybe, but that's a 2-hour time commitment per day, and that's really hard to keep up with when I do so much League and teaching and, you know, family stuff and all that. We'll think about it. Empire certainly would be fun, and I still do have other unfinished, you know, campaigns rolling around. I've still got the Dark Elves, which are interesting. Still have the Lizard Men. The original Skaven campaign I did, I mean, that one's basically done. We were gonna win, so I just like, whatever, I'll just start a new one. It's fresh. See, I'll think about it. Maybe if I start an Empire one, I may not be able to finish it but, you know, we could get pretty deep in it and get in a commanding position, probably. I mean, the most interesting parts of these campaigns are usually the first 100 turns. This one's kind of an exception rather than the rule, because this is still, like, we're facing a lot of really cool stuff. We have some exciting things we can do, like take care of Gate Peaks. We have to go get the other, like, Skaven strongholds. Chaos is going to show up at some point, probably when I take care of Gate Peaks, and I don't know what that event triggers. I have no idea. But anyways, we'll figure it out next episode. So thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.